Well, here we are out in the wilds again. As you can see, shorts on. Just a t-shirt today. See how far we can get without getting freezing. Got stuff in the bag, just in case. Shouldn't get too cold though. Always run a bit if I need to. It's 2 days after I've done the 30-minute ice dip, which was a wheelie bin in my back garden, filled with cold water and some ice. As we've got snow at the minute, basically just put a load of snow in some buckets of water, left it overnight. Hey presto, free ice. Just trying to inspire a few folks, get out of the comfort zone, live a bit more, prove to yourself you can do more than you think. I mean, so many people say to me, aren't you cold? But obviously the answer is, of course I am. And the other thing is to say, you're brave, and then my answer is brave or stupid. I'm not quite sure which one. Because to be honest, if you'd said to me a few years ago I'd be walking in the middle of the wilds in winter, where it must be about 4 degrees, I think. The phone says it's 1, but I don't think it is. With the sun it's probably why it feels a bit warmer. Out of the sun it's a bit colder, I suppose. But yeah, going up some steep hills, opening the lungs, getting that fresh air in. It's COVID, lockdown number 3 in Britain at the minute, definitely England anyway. And just want to show people that you're not stuck in your house, you can get out. This walk I'm doing is about 8 miles from my house round trip. It takes me a few hours, a couple of hours, 4 miles an hour, uphill and down dale. But yeah, push yourself to do a bit more than you think, and just do a little bit at a time. I've been doing cold showers since 2018 October. You'll have heard me mention in videos before, I'm sure. After seeing the Iceman Wim Hof, Google him. If you've never heard of him, he's got 20 odd world records for doing crazy stuff. I used to be a right wuss in the cold. My favourite word to describe what I used to be when I was in the cold, a wuss. Because to be honest I was. And that was conditioning, mental messages saying, oh, you need to be warm, get toasty. No gloves. Yeah, I've got a hat, I've got a thingy-majig. It's my COVID mask. It keeps the cold off your ears and your neck, which I find is helpful because I don't like getting cold ears. And yeah, basically, see what you can do. Don't set your own limits, find them. Don't put in your head that, oh, I can't do that, because then guess what, you'll prove yourself right. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Google that as well. Most of us are doing it, that I know. So yeah, this body can do more than you think, and the mind can be pushed to allow the body to do what it can do. There's a great quote by Wim, I think it's something like, allow the body to do what the body is capable of. And unless you find out, how will you know? It's easy to sit inside and eat nice stuff, nice warm stuff, eat loads of food, eat loads of sugary stuff. That goes back to our sort of basic level of survival. Back in the day when sweet stuff, salty stuff, warm stuff was hard to come by. So when you get it, we tend to eat too much of it. So look at your diet, cut out the alcohol if you can. I'm 46 days dry today. Started in December. I'm not going back on it because I don't miss it one bit. In fact, I feel much better for not drinking. No hangovers, no laying in bed till 10 or 12 in the morning, missing the day, the best part of the day. I get up at generally about 6, I got up at 5:21 this morning. Didn't set an alarm, didn't need to, went to bed at 10:45, a bit late for me, but I was watching some comedy on telly, which I like to do. A bit of a mind sweep, as I've heard it called, clear your mind of all all the stuff that's gone on in the day, especially with all the COVID stuff that's knocking around. There's a lot of fear and a lot of doubt and a lot of mistrust and untrust. One doctor says one thing, another says another. My advice is what I do myself. Always take your own advice. Is research it yourself. We've got the internet now. When I was a kid, we had encyclopedias, book encyclopedias, and it was a struggle to learn anything other than what you was told at school or what false information you might have been passed down through the, I don't know, through the family, you know what I mean. Social programming, let's call it that. You basically don't want to get stuck in the person that you became through programming, because trust me, you are, unless of course you've decided to consciously, and that's the difference between conscious and, what's the word, just doing it because that's what you've been doing. Habit. When we're creatures of habit, we tend to do the same things over and over. You tend to go to the same places, you tend to eat the same food. I know this because that's what I do. So make that food good for you. Let food be thy medicine. Know thyself. Old wisdom. Wisdom comes with age, but, well, no, it doesn't always. A wide waist might come with age, but wisdom doesn't always come with age. So, reinvent yourself if that's what you're looking to do. I've got plenty of videos that hopefully will inspire you on fasting. 7-day fasts I do once a year. I intermittent fast every day consciously. I stop eating. It depends where you are in the world, but about when the sun's going down. Dave Asprey from Bulletproof Coffee, Sadhguru, says the same thing. 4 hours really. You want to, if anything, go to bed hungry, and if you can't manage that hunger feeling yet, drink some water. If that doesn't do it for you, something like a bit of honey, if that's what you do. Honey's good for your blood. It's one of the closest things that we have that's like the blood, so if you can get that down you, or some protein like peanuts, you know, a little handful, depends how big your hands are, before bed. Peanut butter's good, and that'll just sit in your stomach and, you know, keep the hunger pangs away. See how that feels. Don't eat a big meal. If anyone's eating a pizza at 3 o'clock in the morning and woken up the next day feeling hungry, well, there's a reason for that. It's because it's not really what you're meant to be doing. It's all to do with your sugars, your insulin. You don't, trust me, you don't want to be diabetic if you can help it. You don't want to be the hand of your own undoing. My mother died of type 1 diabetes. She was born with it, and she died of kidney failure when she was 43. So times have changed, things are better. She was on dialysis, but you can put yourself into diabetes. Diabetes type 3, Alzheimer, they're calling it now. Just don't kill yourself. Smoking, slow suicide. Drinking, slow suicide. Don't let it happen to you if you really care about yourself. And ask yourself, if you don't care about yourself, why don't you care about yourself? Self-love. Hashtag self-love. Love yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't, way! It's a bit icy. Don't fall in love with your false self, the ego, because that's a protective system. It's made for self-defense. You'll hear some gurus and spiritual masters talking about killing the ego. Well, I don't think you need to go that far. You need to make peace with your ego. Learn about it. Read some books. Understand what it is, how it works, when it's talking to you. The little devil on your shoulder, as they say in the Kabbalah. And just be aware. Enlighten yourself. And whether you believe in the word enlightenment or not, or whether you believe enlightenment is real or not, again, there's opposing views on that. But, you know, what I'm going to do, trying to sort of imagine the old anecdote or the comparison of an onion. Peel away the layers that are there and see what's left. It might not be what you think. It might be better than you think. Don't be the person that kills you.